Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this Postcards from the Edge of the World and Beyond. I don't actually know where beyond would be, but that's okay. We'll just go with that. First, what I wanted to do before even that is to say, because marijuana, cannabis, marijuana being a slang term originally from Mexico back in the 1900s, 1910s, 20s, and 30s, it was called marijuana as a slang term in Mexico, which is why they used it, marijuana, the term in the United States in that time when they were pushing to make it illegal for racism terms. They wanted to make it seem like only bad people smoked it, and so they started using slang terms for it from brown people, which, all the whites started going, maybe this marijuana is not such good stuff. Well, now, I went to a dispensary today. See this? A 1-gallon jug of 750 milligrams of THC minimum. Wow, that's a lot of THC. And it's delicious. First, it's berry lemonade. Second, I love marijuana. I love cannabis. There's something about it. The taste and the smell of it reaches deep inside of me and grabs hold of something primal. I really like it. But let's get started. First off, this is my keychain. This is my key ring. It's a GNAC. It's got two rings there. I have been getting in the mail from you wonderful people. I had this one, Keep Calm and Love Hamsters, before. What I'm going to talk about with the cards and such that I received here, I bring all that up because I got another key ring. I'm quite sure I am pronouncing this improperly, but it's like Barcelos, Portugal, I believe. And that's mega cool. Please, I don't just ask now for postcards. I ask you for postcards and key rings. That is all I ask you for, I personally. If you send me postcards and key rings from your area, or just whatever you think is cool, awesome. That is all I will ask you for. If you ever want to send anything else, as long as it doesn't kill me, or my owning it doesn't send me to prison, I will take anything. Because I'll show it on the air. I'll show it here on the camera, and we'll take a look at it, and it'll be freaking awesome. But I'm only going to ask you for cards and keychains. This person here, who was, and in fact still is, Crazy Head of Pedalock. I'm sorry, I think I put an extra R in there. No, yeah. Crazy Heta Pedalock. Hetalia? Heta Pedalock? I was trying to get the accent in there, and I don't think I'm doing it properly. But thank you so very, very much. This is awesome. You say if you can't read my writing, you're trying your best to make it more legible. It was beautiful handwriting. I have no problems reading this. You did a great job. And thank you so very, very much. Oh, yeah, it's Barcelos in Portugal, up north near Braga, and not far from the border between Spain and Portugal. Cool. I know I'm not pronouncing that properly, Barcelos, but I don't come from that part of the world. And I I mispronounce the names of the places in my own city and town and state and country. I'm not going to do a really good job on the names of places in other countries. But yes, this is a wonderful, wonderful letter. I'd like to say more of this, but it's just little things that are, you know, they're nice little personal things. But she says that has been on antidepressants for the past 5 years, and finds me caught in inspiration because of the situation I'm in and the fact that I keep fighting. Because, oh boy, yeah, I was actually diagnosed with bipolar disorder, depression itself, back when I was 22, and I'm 53, and I've been both treated and untreated for the past 30 years. But then, yeah, watching my wife die in front of my eyes, and then literally die in my living room in the space of a week and a half. The pressure of that, I thought I was going to go mad. Literally, I do know how I survived it. I made a very dangerous decision, and I drank alcohol for 4 months to stop myself from feeling. And I was an active alcoholic for 23 years, so that was very dangerous. I had been sober for 14. I needed to do that to not feel. At the end of that time, it was a fight, but I stopped. She said it's time to stop, and I stopped. And I've been sober since. I don't know where I was going on that one. Anyway, oh yeah, the depression and all that. I just keep fighting and keep going because, quite frankly, the fear of death terrifies me more than the horror of living. So, there we go on that one. I wish I had something inspirational to say. But it's the terror of death is more powerful than the horror of living, and so I just keep going. Plus, there's bound to be hope in the future, too. But Crazy Head of Heterlock also sent these awesome cards. One of them talks about the legend of the rooster of Barcelos. Now that's important, and we're going to come back to that. And here's postcards of Barcelos. Now, well, one postcard with pictures of Barcelos. And here is Portugal with that rooster again. And it's an amazing story. I'm not actually going to read the whole thing here. Let's just say that it's about a person from a town of Galicia who was falsely accused and sent to hang. And he said, as much as I had to prove my innocence when I had to be hanged, that cooked cock will stand and crow. And when they went to hang him, a cooked rooster stood up on the table and crowed, and the judge, realizing he'd made a mistake, ran down to save his life. Luckily, the fellow, his life had already been saved because of a shoddily made knot. When they hanged him, he fell and it didn't hang him. So he was pardoned and sent home. And so that's a cool little story there. I was also sent this. And it's not a cool picture, but it's just a little notepad. You can make like a flip book or whatever you do with a notepad. That's awesome, by the way. And this is what is the coolest. Look at this. It's an actual rooster of Barcelos. That is so awesome. Look at that. An actual rooster of Barcelos. That is so awesome. It's got the words on it, and it's well made. It's like here. My pipe with something in it. It's made of glass. So that's either glass or ceramic or stone, or it almost looks like chipped stone. But it could even, I don't know what it's made out of, but that is so cool. I am so glad you sent this to me. This is so awesome. I am very glad. Thank you so very, 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 very much for everything. For the rooster, for the keychain, the pad, the postcards, everything. That is awesome. Thank you so very, very much. Crazy Hedda Petter Lock. Hedda Petter Potter. Hedda Potter Lock. I'm an idiot. Hedda Potter Lock. My apologies for all the times I pronounced it incorrectly and pronouncing it kind of incorrectly now, but still, thank you so very much. This is awesome beyond words. The next thing I have, oh no, my keep calm and love hamsters thing fell into this cage next to me where I have some of my hamsters. I keep my hamsters next to me while I'm making my videos, so I've got little fuzzy friends with me all the time because I love hamsters. Yay, hamsters! Okay, little guys, time to go back. Now, the person that sent this to me, I do not know who it is. There was no name on the packaging, and what was on the inside had no name either. So I do not know who sent this, but I will talk about this more. Inside, I was sent this awesome movie, Kingsman: The Secret Service. Awesome! I have heard about this, and I'm going to watch this. Thank you so very much. Also, and this is so cool too, look at this. Pentatonics with Can't Sleep, Love, and Sing, and cheerleader, Can't Sleep, Love. Thank you so very, very much. And of course, there was this card with a quote by Duke Ellington. Life has 2 rules. Never quit, and always remember rule number 1. That's what kept me going, and kept me going on my channel, and kept me going on life too, is never quit. When it refers to the channel, as I told other people out there in comments, when they've gone like, gosh, I think I'm going to quit. It's like, look, if you haven't won yet, that doesn't mean you're not going to win. Winners don't quit, and quitters don't win. You gotta stick with it. You gotta. The only alternative is to quit, and if it comes to life, that's not a good alternative. On the inside, just a few words of encouragement to remind you to hang in there. Better times are coming. I do not know who sent this, but let me tell you, I am so intensely grateful. You took 2,000 pounds of pressure off my shoulders when you sent that to me. Thank you very much. That was a literal ton of pressure off my back. I was looking around and trying to figure out what I was going to do with getting a place to live, because with the money that I quote-unquote make on disability, I've been barely surviving, let alone being able to try and do anything at all. Well, thanks to you, you've taken 2,000 pounds of pressure right off of my back. And let me tell you, that makes it a lot lighter. Thank you so much. I got a spring in my steps now. That's a lot of weight taken off. Thank you so very, very much. Thank all of you so very much. The movies, the rooster, it's everything. all of you, everything. I want to thank everybody who has ever sent me a card or a letter or a physical object. Thank you so very much. It has been beautiful and awesome. Just when you think the world is just cold and miserable and there's no hope for yourself or even the human race, suddenly you begin to see that that's not true at all. The world is full of not only beautiful people, but beautiful things and occurrences. That the world isn't dark and grim and gray. I mean, even after the death of my wife, when it's like half of me died, it's still not a terrible and awful and gray world. There is still beauty and hope and love and life, and receiving things in the mail such as I have, both with this and from the other days, has been incredible. Thank you so very much. You've helped bring me back to life, and that's a wonderful thing. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, crazy Pottervlog. I don't know why I can't say that properly. Pottervlog. Thank you, person who you didn't say who you were, for your help. Thank you so much, and thank you, everybody. If you can, send me a postcard or a keychain, or whatever you feel like. Again, as long as it doesn't kill me, or my owning it doesn't mean I'm going to go to prison, I'll take anything. But I only ask you for cards and keychains. Thank you so very much for being wonderful, wonderful people. You are beautiful. The world is beautiful. And that's a thumbs up there. You take care. Have a very good day.